Wow, you locked in and we are recording. Welcome to another edition of Sclooper Fleek.
Of Stupid Fly.
Mm-hmm.
Dana.
Mm-hmm. We should have a segment called Fly Swatter, where we just criticize movies and people. Welcome to Fly Swatter.
Welcome.
We'll take you down, and we're not afraid to take you down.
We'll spray
There you go,
poison
Patrick. I just gave him a face.
He goes, does this count as something good? Do you want a clip?
The only thing happened to me funny today was I was at Crunch Gym in New York City, and it was 18 degrees out. So the walk was real interesting. My head was swollen up and stuff. But they go, hey, listen up, crunchers. There's a voice of God over the whole gym, and he calls us crunchers. He calls us crunchers. Listen up, crunchers. You crunchers. Please put your weights back in a quiet manner. Enjoy it. All right, crunchers.
Keep crunching.
Keep crunching, crunchers. I go, who thought of this? But it was awesome.
Were you doing crunches at the time?
Yes.
Oh,
I know how to crunch my abs. People like to work out their, it's nonsensical. When people work out, they work out their strong muscles and work around their weak muscles. So if their back is weak, they're doing the lat pull. They just whip it back with their arms. If they're trying to do a stomach crunch, they just sit on the thing and they just make their neck go like this. And I'm not talking about when I saw you at Crunchers, but you are a cruncher.
Nestle's is Crunches.
You would come in back in the day when we were on SNL and
Prescriptive Fitness.
Yes, and it's the same gym. Everything's the same. It's been expanded, but it's the same gym from
oh, that's where you go?
Gary Prince. Yeah, now it's Crunch bought it from Gary Prince, my friend. God rest his soul.
For real, that same spot on the way to SNL.
And the stairs as he built it out and went up. But I remember you would come in and you would work your biceps pretty good, which is kind of the show muscles. We don't even need our biceps that much in life.
No.
Compared to our back and shoulders, but
lats, quads, bleeps, sweeps. But the Nick City dancers worked out there too. He let them work out there for free.
Oh yeah.
So I'd always see them, and then I'd go like this. You using these? Can I work in? I want to do some dips.
Yeah,
Gravitron.
I ran into Tony Danza in New York coming out of a hotel.
Hey.
With someplace I can work out. So I said, Prescriptive Fitness, tell him I sent you.
Jeez.
And he worked out during his Broadway run.
I'm sitting down.
Nice.
So let's talk about the show. It was fun last week.
Let's unpack it. But for the people who don't know.
Next time we'll make that really cut it close.
Oh, there you go.
People yell at me on the comments.
You look amazing.
Fucking comments. Dana, you got your jacket. Is that your warmest coat in New York?
No, this is my indoor cool guy jacket because I stole it from the New York Magazine thing.
Oh, that's where you got it.
I just walked out with it. I go because I've been in stores where I tried a jean jacket and it can go south so fast.
Yeah, real fast.
It can ride up. It can be too short, too big, weird collar. Jean jackets are not. So this works. So I stole it. The tag was for $98. I do not shop. I shop Amazon Essentials. I don't care if that's a conflict of interest with our sponsors.
We have to take that all out.
Yep. $59 is my winter coat.
But if you try something on a movie or on a TV show and it fits, you get something that works, you got to take it.
Yeah. Like
it's
hopefully
too hard to find.
Yeah, I mean, so basically for people who didn't know, I've been doing some things on SNL like Biden and stuff. And then I always thought it'd be funny if David played Hunter Biden. I don't know why. Just there's some reason. And so that's what happened Saturday night.
On Friday at noon. I was in the kitchen in my house in LA, cooking stew for dinner. And then you gave me a heads up, said, hey, I think they're going to call you. I think you're in this cold opening. If you want to roll out, I think they're going to say, come out. And then I went to eat at McDonald's, and then Gervitz called, hey, put the quarter pounder down. Huh? You like money? Yeah. Want to go out to SNL? Hey, handsome. Landscape has changed. All the catchphrases.
Landscape has changed. No one's getting any money out there, by the way.
There's no money left. Not a drop.
No, they don't get those deals. Don't even. That's all smoke and mirrors.
No, those deals. That's the old deals. They don't get those anymore.
They don't get those deals.
You want me to call back, see if there's another drop? Try to get another drop out of them, squeeze them. I said, yeah. So I said, I should have just said, what's the least amount of money I can get for SNL because I saw my contract. But anyway, I went out. So I go home. He goes, can you get on a 3:30 flight? I go, well, it's 1 and I'm at McDonald's. I don't think so. So I had to scramble to, and Heather rallied. And we went out there, got in at 1 a.m. And then I call you, my liaison, and said, because all I know is really Dan Bula. I don't even have Higgins' number. So I said, hey, Donna. And you said, I just rehearsed it. We're working on it. And then tomorrow we'll do it tomorrow in the evening. So.
Okay. My little, those 36 hours for me was because normally I come in, I do Biden, and then I rehearse it Friday. But so I was flying in Thursday and then found out when I got off the plane or something, church lady. I was like, holy.
Church lady of all things. Yeah.
Holy lady. So then
some
by the time I okay, who's going to be in it? You know, it was Marcello as Juan Soto, the baseball player. And it was Sarah Sherman as Matt Gaetz, of course, and U.S. Hunter Biden. So then working backwards, trying to figure out what to do. But then Friday night at midnight, we just ran a really rough draft, just sitting with the writers a little bit on Friday. And then it was a little needed some
bumpy
work. Yeah. And I've never been that behind the 8 ball when I would do a church chat. I would start on Tuesday then work with Bonnie and Terry Turner or others. And then we
go to read through, get a feel for it,
do another rewrite. So I was glad it turned out as well as it did. You were great. Just had a funny take on Hunter. So anyway, then it's Saturday. I get up early and I'm writing any joke I can think of to try to insert. You're just trying to recover. Tell us from your point of view now, what happened?
So I'm just rotting at the hotel, and then I just say they'll let me know. So I walk down 57th and see the big Louis Vuitton building that I thought was a CGI, and then film something from Instagram. And then they said, oh, we'll send a car. I still haven't read it. They go, we got to get you a Hunter Biden wig and get you down here and get you a suit. So I went down around 3:30 or 4 and saw the old SNL. I remember this.
Did you just?
But some of the cast was saying, where was your dressing room? Where was Adam's? Where was everybody's compared to what they had? That's always fun. It's all exactly the same. And I had a dressing room next to Dana. And that was
Maya
fun.
Rudolph had occupied when she was doing Kamala. So then,
Kamala. And you had a couch in yours. I did not.
I had a couch.
Who cares?
I don't want to. It didn't matter. I wasn't paying for it, but I had a snack box, or what you want to call it. And you would walk in about every 45 minutes and grab little chips. They weren't big chips or whatever you were grabbing. You'd look around, you'd graze without talking, and then walk out. No, you wouldn't say anything.
You were rehearsing, and I'm like,
I'm just looking at my script. Here's something interesting inside baseball. So I want to get there. They said, come in at 4:30. It's basically dark. Times Square is lit up. I get in the car. I got very, very nice drivers. We're going to have to go around, Mr. Carvey. So as he's telling me, as we're going down toward Times Square, we got to make a left because it's thousands and thousands of people in the street. Nice weather, Saturday. He goes, look, I'll be honest with you. If we can't go left here, we got to go all the way around. It's going to add 1 more hour. 1 more hour of travel.
Fucking shit.
Yeah.
We got to go around Manhattan and Staten Island.
We got to go around. So what I did, and I never do it, and I can hide in plain sight with this mug and this face. I put a hat on.
Out. Shut the fuck up.
I didn't. I put the window down. There was like hundreds of people, and I was just hanging out the window, looking kind of like this, and just going, isn't that special? I want to pump you up and all that stuff. So they started taking pictures, and the police woman noticed, and I said, can we go? I got to get to Saturday Night Live. So we were able to go down.
Oh, my God. What a great idea.
Good Lord.
What
Face
a great
ticket
idea.
works sometimes. Doesn't always work.
Face card to the rescue. Yeah. I did the same thing. I rolled it down. I said, "Isn't that special?" And they said, "Yes, Mr. Carvey, you're back." I said, "I had to run out. I'm coming right back in."
Well, that helps me a lot. If I was dressed as Garth, they would have sent a helicopter for me. Hey, I'd like to get by now.
No,
I
went
to go
in
down 51st Street.
What was funny is they had to put. You said that wigs are easy. They put, Jody's very sweet. She puts the saran wrap over my head. And then they go, it's like they're wrapping a present. It's just tape, pushing me down, making me shorter. You know what I should have had you say? You should have said when I came out, "Oh, Hunter, you look a little shorter than I remember." And I go, I got the weight of the world on me.
You didn't look short. What?
I'm shorter than Hunter, probably. I'm still 5'12", but so anyway, tape in my head, maybe 30 straps of tape. And
how many pins go right in?
Oh, and then it was fucking the pin store went out of business. It was like,
oh yeah.
Then they draw lines around your head. They draw your shape. Then they go make the wig in seconds. I don't know how they do it. And it's really my hair, but it's blacker, which makes me want to do my hair darker for the movie. I kind of like it black. And then I go and then they have to pin my little mullet back here up. And then they go, shave your beard. And I go, I don't think I can because we're starting.
But you trimmed it.
And they said, can you trim it? I think it was Lauren. And I said, you tell Lauren I don't fucking work here anymore. And
that little fit you threw just spread all across 8H. Crew guys, you hear what Spade did upstairs? What the fuck?
I saw Marcello going, what the fuck? By the way, is it Marcello, Marcello, or Marshmallow? That's funny.
He's so sweet. He's a marshmallow, but he is.
Hey, Marshmallow.
Marcello. He is. Yeah, he's got a great attitude about this show.
Great ass. What did you say?
Attitude.
Oh, he's got good fluffy hair.
Your words,
too.
Not mine. Now, when I said attitude, your ears heard attitude. You have any comment on that?
Let me read this back. You tweeted this. This is a tweet from you. Can we pull it up?
This is a tweet. That's
a tweet.
A tweet
from you. Your personal verified Instagram.
Yeah.
So it was fun.
Go ahead. Yeah.
And see.
What do you mean it was fun?
I got my wig. I got my. Then we did it.
You got the suit. You got the suit.
Then we do a little tighten and brighten. And then Marcello made fun of me because when I walked off, I pulled out my cigarettes. And he goes, don't add stuff. That wasn't the script. So funny. Such a bust. And he goes, and when he said, you said the laptop adds takes away 2 inches. You said, bye-bye. And I get up and I go, maybe 3. And he goes, added a line, pulled out cigarettes. That wasn't the script.
Was that the dress show?
That was dress, yeah.
That was dress. Okay. So that's funny. See that, but he can do that.
He noticed that, which was funny.
Yeah. He's good. He's just fun, man. We got to get him on Suba, whatever our show was called. One of our shows that orientate around an insect.
What about Sarah Sherman looking like Matt Gaetz and terrifying everyone?
Well, that's why the look. I don't forget it's Matt Gaetz or anything. Just her in that suit.
Whatever it is funny.
Whatever it is, it's just. And then she puts her chin down and does the smile with the big forehead.
She's such a fucking twig too. And then she comes out later and she plays like every girl in every sketch. She goes, I'm barely in the show at all. I go, you're in 5,000 things. What are you talking about?
I'm barely in the show.
Everyone's got I'm not in the show-itis. It's true. We all had it. Everybody
I'm hardly in the show. No, there is something about a slight woman, and she's very cute and in a suit playing a man. Because I've never felt more manly.
Because you're playing a girl.
Well, that was the meta thing I didn't even want to point out. I'm a man playing a woman. She's a woman playing a man. That never happened before in the history of sketch. Even the great Milton Berle never had a meta man, woman, man talking, going toe to toe in that comedy atmosphere. Your words, not mine.
Let me take another look.
So,
Mr. Mayorkas.
So that we do the dress show. So people don't know. So the dress show is pretty loud. I mean, it's a pretty fun. This is the 8 o'clock 2-hour dress show. So you do that. Where's your comfort level coming off the dress show? That's why you brought
comfort level was
I got it. fuck I'm gonna crush?
I said, I go to you and also the writer people. I don't remember their names, but they're very cool. And I said, it's a young lady and there's a young man. And I said, thanks for putting me in this. I said, I don't want to be the sketch hog. This is Dana's sketch. But I said, I actually never do this, but I would like to be in it less. I said, you were very nice. You gave me a lot. But if it's just talking, there's not much of a good impression there. I would rather just hit the jokes and not have a big diatribe about Trump or this. I go, let's just Biden back and forth. I said, let's just get Dana a laugh, me a laugh, a couple laughs. And you've got the cold open shouldn't be too long. So funny Dana, funny Sarah as Matt, me, and then Marcello, and then get out, do a little dance. And it turned out it got a little tighter. I don't know if your stuff got tighter, but you might have said the same thing.
Oh, no. I mean, it basically, as far as the show, Inside Baseball Alert, Inside Baseball. So there's a running timeline of the show and what Lorne thinks he can keep in the show based on sketches going long or short. So probably Friday night, that thing was 13 minutes. I'll bet, or 14.
Which is an eternity for TV, yeah.
And then it gets down to 9:45 for that dress show, but it needs to be under 8.
Yeah.
Still and I don't know what
chubby.
Little chubby. So there was a lot of trims, and I look back at later, I always have sketch regret of like some of those rhythms. I would have got into it differently as a church lady. I was a little bit rusty. But
isn't that special?
Well, isn't that special? I wanted to do that. I wanted to do like a monster voice. Hello, I'm the church lady, and welcome to church chat. And then go, whoops! I had a little Satan. Get out of here, Satan. Usually, I have a fist fight, or I play the drums, or some kind of weird thing. We did have the song at the end, which I heard you were harmonizing. Satan had a good year.
Satan had a good year.
Satan. So that was twice as long at the dress, and they asked for trims.
Heather was trying to record me, and then she got bored of me, and she just drifted over that 1 foot gap and went into your dressing room, and you guys were like, Satan had a good year.
I know. I wish she'd done more of it. I would have posted. Yeah, here we go.
Oh, there it is. Look at that.
Good year. The election, sure. Oh, I wish you'd gone longer.
And Mike Tyson.
I know. I was a little bit, but I think they made all the great choices and great cuts.
No, they did a good job. And that's what the dress, it's not, we're not saying it was too long on their fault. It's just you put everything in and you usually have read through to figure stuff out and you tighten.
Right.
But we didn't even see it till that night. And so you go, okay, now Spade's in, now he's here now. So let's see how it all goes. Now we got the costumes on and we got wardrobe. And then it's like, okay, tighten and brighten. As I said, the cold opening is so important. I would say vote to put it in read through because I know they try to keep it very topical for Friday, but
but I do think the song, I was happy with the button of the song.
That really was hooky.
The time all 9 of us were going, Satan had a good, it's very good for the cold opening. The one thing that you and I tried, and it was just too long, it didn't quite work, was your pardon goes retroactive to 2014. So church lady starts to quiz you over what you remember. Do you remember 2014? No. 2015? No.
Not really.
And then finally
2013, a little blurry.
Yeah, I see colors. What about 2019? I see some colors and shapes.
A little aqua. I see some shapes.
Some aqua, some purple. So
I remember pops and noises. I don't. Buzzes and beeps.
So if we'd had that, we could have honed it and worked on it, but it didn't quite land. So it was one of the first things we lost. So you're hearing the Inside Baseball. The song was cut shorter, and because it needed to be.
And one less church lady dance across and back.
I wanted to do 2. The superior. I wanted to go bump, 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 live from New York. Instead, I went bump, bump, live from New York. And with Satan had a good year, and I would do Satan had a good year, then another and then I do this little song. So I missed that rhythm, but I feel like they made great cuts and they wrote some great jokes. So I thank you to.
It was fun to see and Heather like this. Thank you to those guys. Sorry to cut that off.
No, not at all.
And Heather was excited to see like update rehearsing in the hallway or by the dressing room and just see how the whole inner workings. Even I was forgetting how chaotic it is behind the scenes.
Did Heather see the Saturday Night Live movie?
I have to finish it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
So you
that's a
saw
no.
some of it, and how would you compare
She has to finish
that?
it. She also has to start it. I love the movie, and I want to see it again because I told Heather, go watch it because Jason Reitman meticulously made that exact studio.
Right. And he tried to get a vibe of the whole history of SNL because there's a lot of just hanging out, you know, in the end of the day. There's just a lot of rooms that's kind of quiet. There's wig people coming in, knocking a lot, and there's writers coming in. So we're going to cut this and cut that. And so people know with live TV, you do the dress show. You have a lot of things are cut and pasted, which is normal. So it'll just be on the cards. You don't ever get to really rehearse it, not in specific. It's, you know,
Right.
So that's why the live show is exciting.
Jason Reitman is on, I think, Fly on the Wall next week to talk about it.
Yes. Yeah. He, in 90 minutes, was trying to really capture the zeitgeist and the vibe.
I think it worked because
I thought it was extremely fun and interesting.
Yes.
The chaos that, you know, Christmas Day, he comes out.
I want to watch the SNL movie so badly now that I've already been.
Oh, yeah. Heather wants to see the movie now that she's seen the behind the scenes. Page Desk, she really liked.
And soaking up every minute was thrilling. And Lauren coming down with the notes. I got to see so many.
Oh, yeah. She sat in with notes with Lauren. Remember, I made him say it twice. He goes, and, you know, he sits there and everyone waits and he goes, a little too much blue in this. Don't put up the lights here. What are we waiting? Sarah, look to the camera G on this, you know, just like barking it out while everyone's going, And then he goes, David, I believe you.
I believe you were. Yeah, you got the biggest compliment. I believe you were Hunter Biden.
And then I go, huh? And he goes, I said, I believe you're Hunter Biden. But I actually didn't hear him because Sarah was yapping about something.
Oh.
But anyway, I thought Shabloozy was good. Jacuzzi. The musical guest, his name was Scooby Dooby Doozy.
No, song is a catchy song.
That's a real toe tapper. That guy was cool. Looks like Derrick Henry. Big, huge, tough guy.
Big guy.
Super nice.
But super sweet. And Paul Mescal, if I do it
Paul
right,
Mescal
was super enthusiastic, incredibly nice. And I saw him at the after party. I was chatting for a while, met his parents because you left early before the cool stuff happened.
No, I know.
And
Chris Rock was going to come, and then he had that corporate gig, and then I think it went a little sideways, so he didn't come. And I was wiped out because Dana had a couch. I didn't, so I couldn't lay down and rest my beautiful head and my hair.
Dana, but my couch, it's not that comfortable.
It's from Goodwill.
I may throw together another church chat this week so I can interview Chris
Rock.
One. Just a quick one, where I interview Chris Rock about that corporate date where he stormed off. Wow. We're getting paid to do a professional performance, but we storm off the stage.
What if in his monologue he sees the cameras and goes, I didn't know there's going to be cameras here. And then he leaves the monologue.
he leaves. And then Paul Mescal is going to be there this week, by the way.
Oh, he is?
Yes. He's going to just hang out this week. So then
he's
he
there
goes
to
back
rest.
and he could go back and host if Chris storms off. It's a double win. If Chris does storm off, then Paul will be there.
It's even better ratings. So you can use it. Right. Calamity.
It's called trending.
Yeah.
Something David and Dana don't know.
I might go to watch Chris. Remember I said I told him to come out and then I didn't. And now I'm thinking of going because A, it was fun. And B, I said I was coming that weekend. He goes, so now you're not coming. I go, well, it's not, I'm not. I'm just a fragile little dandelion. And so my throat is still dry, but it'd be fun. It's always fun, even though you're just walking around. And
one thing I can tell you, and I don't think you do this, and I won't say who they are, but sometimes I've had friends come this fall to SNL, and they're standing right in my line of sight, like right over my cue cards is their face. You don't want that, right? Chris Rock doesn't want to see you with a big smile.
No, I wouldn't try
right
to.
next to the camera. You're too smart for that, David.
No, I wouldn't want to. I just sit in his dressing room or something. But I remember at the 40th, I went out and watched, and it was fun because that was just packed with everybody. We should get to. I think we've patted ourselves in the back enough for my 2 minutes. Of screen
mostly
time.
it was
a
like
long
for
story.
the people that are interested in Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
I agree. If you fast forwarded through this segment, we don't have any issue with that.
Okay, so you got to follow, tag BetMGM across all your socials. You know this.
Are you serious?
BetMGM.
Wow! Wow!
Wow!
That's Christopher Walken reacting to that news. Also, the tagline: "The sports book born in Vegas." Wow! Vegas born sports book.
They are the sports book born in Vegas.
Sports
Listen,
book born in Vegas.
Yes, Walken, you got it.
I'm talking Walken.
The second chance on a first touchdown score. Let me explain.
All season. Can I finish one time? All season long. BetMGM's offering you a second chance on your first touchdown bet. When a customer places a wager on the first touchdown score bet and he does not score first, can I finish one time, but scores second, we will return 100% of their stake back in cash. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to gamble responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. This U.S. promotional offer not available in Ontario.
Gambling problem, Dana? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. I will tell you one cool thing Dana did. You want to hear it? Of course you do.
I don't think I did anything cool.
So we're you know where the page desk is you see on TV, our dressing rooms. If you're coming out of 8H, to the right is music and the host. To the left is where they make the cue cards and update hangs out. And then it's me and you, right? With those two dressing rooms. So we're not too far from the stage. And they're like 20 minutes till dress or air, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I got my wig on and we're just bullshitting and talking and I'm stealing stuff from you. And then they go, and I hear go, 4 minutes to code. No, they go 5 minutes to code open. And I start to get up and you go, you going already? And I go, well, I mean, how close do you want to cut it?
Full 5 minutes.
Yeah, we got full 5 minutes to go and hang out. So I was like, well, I feel we should probably be around. Or it was maybe 4 minutes. You go, we could hang for 2. And so we went out there and then I was like nervous and but it worked out.
Well, that's Jenna, by the way. Jenna, who does all those cast to the hallway in 90 seconds. Everything is time and it. Even if you're not really nervous, it's just a sense memory of feeling nervous about 10 minutes till you're going to go online.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. To Jafloozy.
Go. And then they're finally just pushing you to go shake Lauren Michaels' hand.
Oh, yeah. You walk in and it's like a basketball game. You say hi to the coach.
Number 32, playing Hunter Biden, Don Spirito, David Spade.
Yeah. I didn't want to give it away that I was in there because people figured out usually when you're in the sketch, they go, oh, I see the crowd go like this. Oh, it's this fucking guy. I thought he wasn't on the show anymore.
But guess what? Here's my last comment about that night. So even with me, when you came out, you had the beard kind of dark, whatever you did with the beard, you had the hair and you had the suit on. I thought to myself, yeah, he looks really good. And then Paula, my wife, unsolicited said, David looked very handsome on that sketch. So I'm sure you saw the comments.
You mean I went on and liked them all?
Yeah.
No, I did like it
while
when
you were
that.
taking a bath. Yeah.
I said I joined YouTube just so I can give it a thumbs up.
But it is always a cool look. The suit fit perfect. The hair's back.
Listen, and I was looking serious. I wasn't acting too goofy. I could have gone a little bigger with it, but no one even knows what he sounds like. He never talks. He's always right to remain silent guy.
I was saying it was fine. We got laughs. We got out.
Oh, super fun.
People enjoyed it.
All right, let's go to
the tape.
Anything this week. There's a funny one I was going to show you. Oh yeah, this girl. Now let's hear what she says first. This is a new niche biz.
There's a woman.
Let's just hear it.
Y'all, I just farted for the first time ever and sold it for $6.
I knew you'd like
All
this.
I had to do was toot into a bottle. It was so stinky. I know he's gonna love it. Follow for more. Y'all,
This isn't a joke, Dana. I like the first comment. I don't belong on Earth anymore, bro.
I don't belong on this podcast anymore.
Look, the sad part is this isn't fake anymore. Why would someone buy a fart in a jar asking for a friend? That's all funny. Farts in jars, I guess big biz.
Humans have way too much free time. The robots are doing all the
money.
work. And money. My God, the monetization.
You know what? Guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Robots can't fart. That's the big hook,
That's
I guess.
the last thing they'll take from us.
Elon went like this right now.
Oh,
wait. That's a challenge.
I'm Doc Mega. You can let my farting robots. Farting robots.
Tesla goes up another billion when they introduce farting
By
robots.
the way, he touched 400 billion. He went over 400 billion.
Nicked it. Look at the top.
And maybe it's up to 450 billion. So, I'm Doc Meg. I'm basically a $500 billion. So
he's going to land on his feet.
Good for him.
So I think these girls that fart in a jar. What a good part-time job if you work at like Lady Foot Locker and you want to make some extra cash.
And
all you need is a can of beans.
Who's buying the jar?
Dart eyes. I don't know. They don't find the people.
Is it one particular person who's buying these jars? Remember that room you wouldn't show me in your house?
I'm the one that does the farting in them. It's like Cameo. It's the new thing. Mm-hmm. You know, she farts in the jar. First of all, way too upbeat about it. What happened to being embarrassed, people? Be embarrassed a little bit. Shame.
Dude,
if I was at
shame.
I'd be going, shame.
But can I say something and you try to top me? What is the most sort of kid-like but fun way to talk about that activity? I'm going to nominate a windy pop. They windy pop into the jar.
I see.
Windy pop is kind of, but I don't like the other word. I like windy pop. Heather?
Come with me as I windy pop into this jar and sell it to some pervert in Wisconsin.
Unless people go, what the hell is a windy pop?
I like the wife going, babe, what's a windy pop and why did you order 200 of them?
Does Heather know what a windy pop is?
No.
She's figuring it out. I think, anyway, this lady is skipping along and the music is funny. Boop, 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 doop, boop, doop. She's skipping into mailboxes, etc. And she's tapes up her windy pop. She puts an address on. It's like a whole shenanigans. It's so weird. And then she's like, that's a wrap today. I worked. Now I'm going to take 5 and relax.
Yeah. How do you know when you're working? When I hear this sound.
What I do? It's a car.
I don't know. NASCAR windy pop.
The guy goes, she goes, this guy requested a bubbler. That's a little more.
Has any podcast ever literally, can we get canceled on, can they get canceled
for
in the middle of an episode?
Stupid?
Let's go on to our second one.
Yeah, let's go. Sorry, we did enough.
No, that was a good one. Okay, here we are.
Oh, here we're in the same.
This is what it says. Should I say it?
Yeah, you read it.
OnlyFans model Sophie Rain says she's a Christian and a virgin. Don't have to give yourself up to everyone. Okay.
How about anyone?
Yeah.
But she's the one that's 20 that she said, I like they always reveal to puff up, but she made 40 million last year. So
wow.
My shock to this, reading it, is I feel like it's one or the other. Are you an OnlyFans model or are you a virgin? Maybe it's true, but I thought they do PORN. I thought so. I thought they did corn.
Well,
but I don't know if they do corn.
right. OnlyFans is not. I guess she's flirtatious and friendly. Maybe puts on.
It's just Instagram. In my head, what is different? What's if you're not doing well?
Well, I know that it's more built economically for Venmo or subscription based. Like if you can get, say you get 1 million horny men globally, the digital audience is 5 billion in aggregate potential for her. You get 1 million horny men that just like you, want you to be their surrogate girlfriend, and they pay you $1 million a month. Now, what is that per year, David?
That's 2 million.
12 million. Here's the other thing. In olden days, the tribal elder, the grandpa of the tribe was 28. Yeah. People were having kids at 8, 9, and 10. So nobody was a virgin at 20. That'd be grandma. Grandma, already had 2 batches of kids. So, but in today's sexed up, crazy world,
a
20-year-old virgin
nation.
Steve Carell has to remake the 40-year-old virgin into how funny it is that he's a 20-year-old virgin. That's how
20-year-old virgin is funny. That is funny. And you think in this biz, like Catch Me Outside girl, who of course I'm business acquaintances with. I did a video with her.
Catch Me Outside.
I have to say, not to be rude, I was shocked it wasn't either full nudity or full corn, because what is everyone paying for? Just, hey, here's me. I'm going to the Grove and hang out at the mall.
She's just sort of friendly and stuff. Yeah.
I mean, she's perfectly cute. This girl is perfectly attractive, but 43
million on her first year. That blows my 12 million.
We are definitely in the wrong business. 100% in the wrong business. Okay, moving on. Right. Seems like a lovely lady. It's a good wrap up.
But she seems great. Yeah. Good for her.
Seems cool.
Good for her. It takes. It's hard for me to make half that much.
Oh, this is a big story. Okay, your girl Hawk Tui.
Yeah.
I call her Hawk Tui. I guess it's Hawk Tua.
Because church lady said instead of worshiping Hawk Tua, you should go to a church. Go to a church. It was a tough line.
You should go to a church.
That
was good. I like that phrasing. She did. I didn't even know you could do this. She launched a Bitcoin about herself. I don't know. I know you could do this. Why aren't we doing this, Dana? And then rugged it. It doesn't mean rigged it. I think rugged it is when you pull the rug out. So she did see that little chart? She does a Hawk Tui, some sort of crypto alt horseshit. And then she puts it out to her friends. It starts to go up. God knows why. Save us. And then someone buys it. Why? On God's green earth. And then they sell. And so it's just a typical
you buy a Hawk Tui coin.
You get stuck with your dick in your hand. Now, there might be somewhere that I don't know. Does she Hawk Tui on each coin? That would make it worth more. She goes like this. It's a genuine. There you go. There's one. Package it up. I won't be gross, but I don't know how this works. She seems like a lovely lady, and Bitcoins are like fake heirs, so there's not really physical ones to do that to. But I do, and they say she ripped everyone off. I feel like she gets. I heard a phone call between all these people online, and they were all talking with real Bitcoin sharks, and the guys that rep her that are part of it. I think they probably just said, "Hey, do this with us. You'll make money." And meanwhile, they don't know what, she doesn't know what they're going to do. And they just do it because they're talking about all this lingo back and forth and arguing. One guy saying, oh, you ripped everyone off. And they're like, no, this is blah, blah. And I was like, oh, these guys know what they're doing.
I love this new world. I can't wrap my mind around it. It's just, remember when it was ETFs? Didn't Justin Bieber buy like a smiley face
NFT
for like NFT for $3 million? Well, ladies and gentlemen, what happened to ETFs?
No, they say, now, who would ever believe that a monkey wearing sunglasses in a photograph wasn't going to be worth $80 million?
A digital picture of a monkey wearing sunglasses.
Picture, it's a giraffe on a skateboard. and he snapped it up.
I paid $11 million.
And somehow it went down to $80.
And then the giraffe on rollerblades went for $1.50, and it was cooler than what I paid 11. So I don't know what to say. We have a theme on the show. We have SNL behind the scenes, and now we have digitization of monetization of sexuality and absurdity.
Yeah,
Tui is going to be a billionaire. Yeah,
that was a good way to put it.
Thank you.
You know what? We should tell Chris to be Chris Rock Tui. All right, what about
Chris Rock?
We should talk.
That's his real name. It is a great name, Chris Rock.
Chris Rock is. He said it once at SNL. He goes, "Rock and Spade." People think we made them both up for showbiz. I go, why would I make it? I would never think I'd be in showbiz. I just got lucky. My dad gave me a name and took off, but he gave me a good name. Okay,
yeah, absolutely.
So we should talk about the killer, Luigi.
Mm-hmm.
The guy with the CEO. It's such a huge story this week. I think you guys will probably do something. You know, Emil, he should play that kid.
Yeah, he could.
He should play him or one of the Menendez brothers.
Just without going too dark, just it occurred to me. So he maybe makes a play gun. He 3D models a gun.
Hey,
so
he's always so fucking.
He knows that he's a Yale grad, or he's a brilliant guy, and he knows he has probably, I'm going to say, top 5 globally of intensity of eyebrows. So he knows cameras are in the Starbucks.
And a number of them.
And so there's a picture of those eyebrows, and he's a man on the run.
Yeah.
Usually when people are on the run, they get into a cheap motel and they shave so you shave the eyebrows off.
Yeah, the giveaway. You're right. That's a good idea.
You put glasses on, dye your hair red or something. But he's hanging out there. So my question is, did the young man want to get caught?
Right. He should have called you because he could have shaved his eyebrows off and then drawn on little skinny ones like
and then wore
the
glasses.
Cashier del Pollo Loco. Yeah.
And also wore a fake beard. Fake beard beforehand.
He could have put on my Hunter Biden wig. He also, he looks a little like I can't say. But I think by the way, every girl's in love with this killer, and because he's good looking. Good looking always wins. It just gets you out to be a killer, and he's getting more clicks on Tinder.
Well, it was weird. There was a strath of humanity that did a Robin Hood deal on him. Like he's justified. Yeah. It's a Robin Hood move. That's a little bit too far for me.
It's a bit of a stretch because if you're allowed to kill people you don't like, of course. I mean,
you are judge, jury, and executioner. Yeah. You decided you.
I mean, if it works both ways, if you can just always just go around and kill people that are. Yes, Heather.
Is he trying to get health care in prison?
Oh, that's Heather's theory. Is he's trying to get.
It's not my theory.
Heather's asking if he's trying to get health care in prison. I'll see if Dana knows this answer.
Is he trying to get health care in prison?
Like he couldn't get it. They said he hurt his back. And he couldn't get health care. And so he's trying to get in prison. There's a news story just out that his family owns nursing homes and they're under the gun for ripping people off. I'm like, wait a second. That doesn't make any sense.
Right. There's a whole lot of ripping off going on.
Robin Hood. Yeah. But the other thing is, was it too easy to catch him? That is a good question.
We got caterpillar or a double, triple caterpillar eyebrows, and you're just going around with the eyebrows.
You know how many times Eugene Levy got called in? They spotted him around. Town.
Eugene Levy had to go into hiding. But I would say they could have an eyebrow off for charity before they put him in prison.
An eyebrow off. They could sell his eyebrow hairs to women and make them.
But they released the call of the elderly lady at the McDonald's. Hi, I think I know who the killer is. He's sitting right over there with triple caterpillar eyes. I swear to Jesus, that's your man. And the cops came in.
That's right. And he had one picture, like the best picture he's taken in his life. He's got the hood on. He's smiling crooked. And every girl's like, fucking, Splash Mountain. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't a dry seat in the house. Yeah, you know what I mean? It was like Katrina down there. You know what I mean?
That's not true.
So
women don't like
every girl on TikTok is like, how can I date this guy? It was the please fuck me killer. And all they cared about is how good looking he was. And I'm like, This is you shot someone. They always skip that. I know. They go, I guess no.
Well,
good,
he
though."
let it. The gentleman, I don't want to say his name, but he also had like Superman abs. So it's caterpillar, triple caterpillars, and then
Triple
basically
caps.
Superman abs that he conveniently takes a picture of.
Washboard. Yeah, and then he was, and he was like
and he's
super
dangerous.
smart.
So that's a sex trap for women.
Yeah, but he also on his manifesto, I like the girls are like getting a little less horny when he's too similar to the Unabomber. They're like, oh, and he has a manifesto that always looks good on the res. I have a manifesto, and one of them was, he said, should I just bomb this whole convention of these bean counters at where the CEO was going? So if he did that, I think they'd be like, nah, that's a little.
Well, when does just a public note become a manifesto? What are the rules? I mean, you went to state school.
Right.
What's the definition, Webster definition of a manifesto, sir? I give it to you right now. You have 10 seconds.
It's a big word. And, I'm going to tell me what it means. I'll tell you if you're right.
Yeah.
That's better. That's good.
Guess just in the modern times, modern parlance,
more than I do.
it's someone who wants to reorientate society with a public statement, and the manifesto will include what is wrong with the current society and what should be changed.
Right. Here's how we get a couple easy fixes. I think you're right. Usually they try to keep it to under 600 pages. You can't make it too long because no one's going to read it. You know what I mean? If I send Sandler a text that's over a paragraph, he's not reading it. You know what I mean? You got to be kind of. So manifesto feels like it's got to be long. It doesn't have to be.
Not in the YouTube or Instagram age. Just one paragraph can be a manifesto.
Which reminds me, TikToks are getting long. Oh, let's talk about also these space orbs over New Jersey. Have you seen them?
I have. I mean, I've not seen them. I haven't gone on the roof of the hotel and looked out toward New Jersey. I mean, it's too cold. It's too damn cold. I should have done it during the heat wave in late September.
I guess aliens aren't that cold.
Well, what is the theory? What are they? What the fuck? What do we pay taxes
orbs
for? From where?
Orbs. No, they are just, it's just orbs. I like how everyone says orbs, like anyone knows what that is.
But there's a congressman that thinks it's from the Iranian mothership is releasing them, but not explaining what.
You know who has motherships? UFOs, not frickin' Iran, right?
Not a small Mid-Eastern country does not have a mothership. That's Star Trek Next Generation.
Like my real one is there's a mothership, alien ship under the ocean, and they shoot out because there's so many out of the ocean, and it's so much closer than Mars. Who wants to fly that whole way? It's like pop out of the ocean, beep, bop, boop. You're right here. You're in New York.
If it's something to do with the Mothership Comedy Club in Austin, I'm not the first to
maybe
say
that's it. That's a great ad if it is.
Joe Rogan might be doing this as sort of a comedy meta sort of public, like a David Blaine thing,
Right, like a Kill Tony promotion.
Kill Tony, and David Blaine.
I do think it's real. I do think it's spacious because even the mayors, even the governors, like we're trying to find. We don't know what it is. We fly planes up there. We can't catch them. They fly away. So
do we have good high-tech video of the jet chasing them? Do we have that on to look at?
And they got a close-up of the pilot going this, slow down.
Because every time, we have these three-dimensional, incredible cameras. We can see the moon and 3D color. And every time it's UFO, it's like a grainy black and white, and the camera's going like this. It's like a camcorder from the 80s. I call bullshit. We got to get Dr. Stephen Greer. I'm calling a challenge to him.
Let's get him on next week.
Come back on Superfly and tell us what the hell is going on over the skies of New Jersey.
I think he's going to say they're hours or summer hours, but I think we do not want to keep shooting him down. Do you really want to trifle with these motherfuckers?
Well, I don't know. I see things that other people don't see. So I looked at the picture and I sort of just with my finger, just sort of spelled, connected the spaceship dots.
Right.
And it said Dr. Greer phone home. And I don't know if that's real, but that's what the words that I saw
real.
spilled in the New Jersey sky. Can you sing a song called The New Jersey Sky?
I talk about ET in my new special. I talk about all the hot subjects. Like
Going back to 82? What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it doesn't matter. Louis C.K. had an incredible bit about Good Will Hunting last year. And I thought, wow, that's cool.
Oh, he's funny. Yeah, I'm going to do more movie reviews on my special. Okay, what about the... Oh, I won't talk about Jamie Foxx. Okay, do the next one. Let's see what the next one is.
Jim.
Okay. Brooklyn's first luxury building for dinks starts leasing. Childless renters have mixed feelings. Okay. A dink is what? It must be couples without kids.
But what's kids. What does it spell? Did I not kids? Dinks.
Dual income, no kids.
Oh, dual income, no kids. Okay.
So there's a 13-story high-rise on 655 Union Street. That's by you in Brooklyn. And they don't want... So are you allowed to say no kids when you sell something?
That's a really good question. Legally, I wonder if you can do it. A wink and a nod, maybe you could do it. Like, this is kind of for, people with 2 incomes, no children, and not even a dog are just called happy people with a lot of freedom.
They're just called people with no problems.
People are just like are trying to think of what's fun thing to do right now. But love kids and love dogs. I don't know. I want you to follow up on this story.
No, what if you get knocked up while you're in there dinking it up, and then what do? You get kicked out of the club?
Well, this was made famous by Jimmy Durante in 1951. He would say, "A dink."
Let's look at a clip.
A dink, 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 a dink. He did. You can find it.
A dink.
Jimmy Durante.
That's Pink Panther.
I know the melody was off, but he was a rough-voiced crooner, a funny comedian named Jimmy Durante. Look it up.
Oh, I remember.
A dink, and that's how he would sing, and he would say dink. So,
did he say dink?
My memory, my old memory says he said a dink, and then he went on to
a dink. Okay, keep going. Let's see the next one.
Happy, anyway, just one.
I have no pen in this
happy.
dumpy dog.
Okay. All right, no President Trump manhandles French president. Right after. Trump manhandles French President Emmanuel Macron with one of the most dominating handshakes I've ever seen.
That's the fun. This is the funniest thing. It's look at him. Take that, you motherfucker.
Oh, and his elbows up and everything.
Oh, way up like this.
What?
Hysterical.
Shoulder went up.
Trump. He just threw out his clavicle.
Donald Trump, look at my shoulders. I can pull on your dinky shoulders any day. You're a dink.
You're a dink.
Totally a dinky dinky.
Dude, he pulls up his shoulders. Then he has an extra padded shoulder pad. He's like this.
Well, he's a Batman villain in like a long penguin coat.
That's hilarious.
He's going around Gotham City with a big orange hair. He presents with the lifts and the thing. He's like 6'5" with this giant head. Macron's about our size, and he just pulls.
He's 5'3", weighs 99.
Pulled him up with his shoulder. That's like a hard move for his age.
I hate to say it's kind of a dick move. It just makes everyone look like a pussy, and and you see it coming. It's usually the corkscrew. He goes in. And then gives him the saw. Yeah, that's tough because the guy's like, ow.
He says, si le capecipo, oh, si la badique,
sacre bleu.
Si l'architecte petit trompe, handshake, lift shoulder.
Dude, the rest of the meeting, the guy's like this. What? Yeah, go ahead.
He's the leader of one of the greatest countries in the world, France, Paris. And he's like, I am feeling so little right now. I can't believe those giant. And they say Trump has little hands, but not to Macron. He's got French hands. That's like a Theo Von kind of observation. I figure like French people have like little hands. It doesn't make sense.
Like a little raccoon.
Like a little raccoon, a little French. Yeah. Raccoons are French. You know, I say that the way they speak. Mm-hmm.
All right, next one.
I want another handshake one. Okay, here we go.
That was funny though. Okay. Oh, this is a slap off. This is Dana White's. I think it's Dana White's. Who else is slapping each other?
Slapped his. Oh, this show. I know.
Dana, look at that.
What?
It's Heather, you see that? What happened?
That's not
By the
real,
way,
is it?
If your ear comes off, he's got a fake ear. I saw.
Fake, yeah.
He's got a fake ear, but it's a prosthetic. But why are you getting hit on the side with the ear?
Well, to get
And why?
this
Because
fly
this
off
is-
thing.
This is a that tattoo is pretty cool. I have to say on his face.
Everything's cool
If I had
about it. And
any
what
balls.
per the theme of our little show today, he's gonna monetize us. We got Hawk Tui Girl. He can be ear gone guy. And he's gonna have 1 million digital followers and just talk about
Dude, I have to say, if your ear, I would want it to stick on at all times. Like, don't hit it as hard as you can. You're in the wrong biz, dude. Go into farts in a jar. Actually, there's another story I didn't tell you about because it's all a little, base for you, as my dad would say.
I'll go there. I'll
But
meet
there's an
halfway.
OnlyFans girl that I saw today in the paper. She's feeling slight regret after breaking the record of sleeping with 100 guys in one day. 100 folks. And she goes, I cried after. Obviously, I would cry during. And then she said, but I am going to try to go for 1,000. I'm sorry.
Mm.
So
You know-
I don't even know how it works.
Mental health is an issue today in America.
Is it an all-time low?
We've got issues as a society, way too much free time. But I don't know. I just think I saw that story too. And
It's another attention getting, it's a great way to you got to get people to your OnlyFans. Like I was saying the other day, and this is a bad example, but I saw this thing on the Dodo, this Instagram, where it's like a dog is out like at a carnival or something, or it's out, and then someone sees it at a ski resort and goes, oh my God, is this dog alone? And then they take it and give it. And the dogs in the shelter are going, just do it the right way. I'm doing it the right way. I'm in a shelter. This dog goes out in some weird spot and then gets all the attention and, of course, gets adopted right away. I'm trying to do it by the book. I go to the shelter. I wait. I sit in a little square. I act cute. No. So that's the OnlyFans girl. There's just a diamond. There's a lot of them. Not to underplay.
Well, I'm going to make an announcement.
There's a lot of them. And then they go, I'm going to be different. I'm going to I'm going to do whatever. She's different. She's fucked 100 guys.
Different.
I caught my attention.
I'm going to say this phrase for 24 hours with maybe just 2 bathroom breaks. Horn dog? How about a hot dog? And I'm going to say horn dog, how about a hot dog over and over again.
For a record?
For 24 hours and see if I can monetize that.
Well, if you would go on Twitch or some sort of live stream and say, just send me money and I'll keep saying it. And then people would. We got to do something like this.
Well, Cameo, but they only give you $150 if you do an advertisement for, Leo's used car dealership in Des Moines, Hey, this is David Spade. Hey, buddy.
I know. We would never do that. Meanwhile, in about 5 seconds, we're going to read an ad.
We would never sell out.
Never.
We sell
Anyway,
in.
here's a word from our sponsor. Here we go, Bob.
Sponsors
hey, Dana.
are our friends.
They are.
that.
Okay, what's next?
Mm-hmm.
We're almost done, but what's next? Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
We really covered a lot, Dana.
I know.
Really excited. Oh, this young lady does a bunch of trick shots, and I think they're all pretty good. I think we saw her before, right? Okay, more tricks.
Yes.
Hardest
Oh,
trick
yes.
shots for World Trick Shot Day. Number 10.
That's hard to do. To hit it with a
Number 9.
baseball bat, am I?
How
I mean,
many?
Number 8.
put the number of misses.
I know.
Look at that trick.
Number 7.
I couldn't do literally one of these. Is there one you could maybe do? Not that one. Too hard.
Maybe 1,000 tries. I don't
Number
know.
6.
Maybe this one I could do.
But even
honestly.
one is
Kick in I could maybe do that.
Number
I made a drop
5.
kick half court shot. No joke. Ooh, it's like a bunt. She is strong. She
Number
barely
4.
swung.
she's got a lot of coordination.
Anything.
Wow.
She has the same
Number 3.
reaction. I think we should mix up the reactions for her.
Golf.
With a call.
Oh, okay.
Number 2.
We're going. She keeps saying, let's go. We're going. Great. And that. I couldn't even do the first. I could do the first one.
Number 1.
Okay.
I'm blindfolded
be the
in this
best one.
shot.
It looked like she more had a mask on her
What
mouth.
they don't tell you is she started that segment in 2017, and she finally hit them through the power
Trick
of
shots are
editing.
so-
No,
You know
she's
what the
got a
problem
natural
is?
coordination. She does look good when
If-
she does it.
If you're a trick shotter and that's your biz,
Mm-hmm. You get
and
used
now
to
there's
it.
AI.
Yeah.
Now there's AI, so people just go yawn. No one knows if it's real.
No one knows if anything's original. All we can say is, are you not entertained? And I was entertained because of her celebration. That made
I
it
look
seem
at
more
fishes
real.
in the ocean. I was actually going to show you some today.
Mm-hmm.
These fishes that when they're like, we went to the bottom of the sea where the fish have no light. It's like prehistoric. And of course, they're shining a light on them. The fish is like, and then they go, never seen light. They're in light as we speak. And then they're the most scariest looking fish, largemouth lunker bass. And then some have teeth. And then someone in the comments on one, I keep liking these and I keep seeing more. And then someone goes, oh, I think these on this one are AI. And I go, ruined
I
it.
remember as a kid watching
Ruined it.
Jacques
If they're-
Cousteau. You remember Jacques
Yeah.
Cousteau, The Fish in the Sea? And it'd be at the bottom of the sea, and there'd be this thing like it's a half-inch long, and it's got antenna and a big bug eye, and
Yeah.
it's the whole existence just at the bottom. It lives in a little
floating
area.
around.
It's like, and even as a kid, I would think to myself, what is the point?
Of why are you living? You look
Why
ugly.
is
You're
that
just,
alive
you're not,
on
there's no
planet Earth?
fun. You're like, and then he goes, I think I'll have kids.
Sometimes it
You're
goes
like, you want,
goes like
another
that.
one of these?
Then it looks over at a little shell for an hour, and then it goes back. Looks at a rock.
So boring in the
What
bottom of
is
the
the
ocean.
point of that existence?
No, I would not do that.
You could
That's
monetize
not-
that shit today, though. Woo!
If you just showed me the bottom of the ocean and the fishes that float by and go, "Rrrr," and I would just be mesmerized.
The ones that are like 3 inches long seem like behemoths.
Oh,
All right,
did I send some? All right, you
All
go
right.
off, and I'll hit you later. Thank
Okay.
you, audience.
Thank you
And,
for.
oh yeah, come see me and Dana at Fantasy Springs in Palm Springs. We're gonna do a gig
Let's
in March.
pump that thing, man. I want that thing.
Pump it up.
I want that thing clean.
It's
I want
filling
that,
up.
I
I
want
already
that to
checked.
go clean.
It's
Yeah,
going
we're
big.
gonna bring it. We're gonna do Q&A. We're gonna do stand up. Yeah. Mm-mm.
All right, bye guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's start it. Dana, it's Superfly, as we all know. Everyone's excited about. obviously, all the
Riveted.
time.
Setting their clocks. It's a unique.
Yeah.
It's unique. It's a unique Superfly. I'm just gonna say that up front. It's not a tease. We're gonna
No.
do something a little different, David.
Yes. Oh, David. Well, we, back during the pandemic, we were all glued to the Tiger King. I was also, and
Mhm.
Joe Exotic, who had a lot of funny catchphrases and funny things going on. A very interesting situation down there. And the zoo is a loose word.
I guess
but,
it was a zoo. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if it was a zoo, yeah. And all his cast of characters, it was like a movie, and they were always saying you should do a movie about that, and it's almost so exaggerated. It's hard to make a movie, right?
But who was floated? Who was floated that we know
Oh yeah,
to play Joe Exotic in the Tiger King movie?
oh that's right, Spadely, yeah, and that's not I mean, I don't know what it was.
Well, maybe it's because
Yeah,
of Joe Dirt. He's
maybe because of Joe Dirt. I kind of look like this guy, and but he was very funny, very so I go by the funny part, and we never talked about, but I never really pursued it because it was one of those lightning in a bottle shows, and then time goes on, and by the
Right.
time something would come out, it probably wouldn't have been as exciting. But now he's in prison,
Mhm.
and go ahead, Dana.
for apparently hiring someone to murder
Right.
his nemesis, Carol Baskin, who was sort of an animal rights activist in the area and wanted to shut down Joe's zoo because she thought he was cruel to the tigers.
And he thought she was cruel also, and also killed her husband. He says allegedly, right?
Right.
So
it
all
was
that-
redneck heaven. It was in Oklahoma, and everyone's got a body buried. Everyone's got a bottle of booze in their back pocket, and there's wild tigers running around. It was mesmerizing.
Sure, and you don't want to look
television.
too closely at anything. Like you go in anyone's yard and you start dating, you're going to find something. So
Yeah.
on the surface, it seemed like a fun, goofy show to talk about, and then when you dig a little deeper, it gets a little.
It's a little twisted.
Yeah.
I read that he shot 5 tigers, and I don't like shooting tigers.
Sure. I think we can all say we're safely against that.
Yeah.
And so basically we've got him. He's in jail and he's going to call in. It's like a radio show. We got a caller.
We got a call.
And,
we will not be able to see Joe, but we're going to hear his voice.
I bet we put up a picture of him.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and
what
then
they do, right?
Imagine him talking. Hopefully we'll ask the questions you want us to ask.
We probably won't, but we're going to hopefully.
Yeah. I did 7 seconds of research, so I'm locked and loaded.
I know. We all know about him.
We all know the basics.
The more I read,
Yeah.
We know this, but we're sort of playing for the big strokes of what people know. And speaking of big strokes, I had a big night last night.
What do you mean?
Porn. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
it just sounded like a good setup.
Well, if we have a few moments, it was interesting that the astronauts got rescued on SpaceX.
Yeah.
After Boeing Starliner had some issues and couldn't bring them back. They were going to be there for 8 days, and they were there for 10 months. And there are side effects.
Oh yeah. I have a question about this, Dana. I'm glad you brought it up. And I know everyone's supposed to hate Elon Musk, but he did do a good thing yesterday. I guess.
Well, what's this Elon Musk stuff? I mean, come on, calm down a little bit. Compartmentalize it. If you don't like Doge, go after that. But SpaceX is, an amazing achievement for a private company. I mean, they totally dominated our friend Jeff Bezos because he really said to NASA, I'm going to give you $1 billion. I'll do anything you want. They looked at both spacecraft, and the one that Bill Shatner went on didn't quite make the grade.
What about when it lands and they have like those chopsticks? Just grab it when it lands on SpaceX. It's almost impossible.
Yes.
He goes, I gotcha.
Yes, and
That's pretty cool.
To be able to reuse it instead of throwing it in the ocean brings the cost way down. So that, again, was a revolutionary feat of engineering. And I don't think people know this. I'm just going by the facts. I don't want to get any letters.
No.
Mark Andreessen is a big Silicon Valley investor in tech for decades. I know him casually. He explained that Elon is first and foremost an engineer. So if there's a problem with SpaceX or Tesla or whatever, he goes and sits in a room with the engineers for 12 hours.
I like that.
And that's why he can attract such great other engineers, because he speaks their language. There's no barrier. A CEO, I'm going to go golf and make a spaceship. He's actually in there. So I think if anyone is kind of considered a genius, he has to be. You can hate a genius, but at least acknowledge that SpaceX is a revolution. And Starlink, why I'm talking to you right now.
Yeah. Also, here's one part about the landing that I read about today that was interesting, is that a former astronaut said that they don't make money while they're up there, even though it's supposed to be for 9 days. So they probably made an extra $1,200 or something
for 10 months.
Yeah, because they get paid a travel allowance on those days. So this sounds like a joke because it sounds funny, but I want to get to the bottom of what they got paid, because that wasn't part of the plan. So this astronaut said that happened to them, and they got $4 a day. They usually get about $4 a day as an astronaut.
That's just bad management. If you sign a contract, you should have
bad agent.
You should have a stranded. Say again.
To accept this call, press 5.
Uh-oh. And now a word from our sponsors at Betterment. When investing your money starts to feel like a second job, Betterment steps in with a little work-life balance. They're an automated investing and savings app, which means they do the work. While they build and manage your portfolio, you build and manage your weekend plans. While they make it easy to invest for what matters, you get to enjoy what matters.
Their automated tools simplify the complex and put your money to work, optimizing day after day and again. So go ahead, take your time to rest and recharge, because while your money doesn't need a work-life balance, you do. Make your money hustle with Betterment. Get started at betterment.com.
That's BETTERMENT.com. Investing involves risk, performance not guaranteed.
Hey, Greg.
You're on with Dave and Dana.
Joe, come in. Joe, are you on the space station? Are you out?
I know, it sounds like he's on SpaceX.
Joe, what's today like? What did you have for breakfast? Let's just start. How are you feeling?
Yeah.
I've never been in prison, and I've never been in prison for, I guess, 7 years. And I know you want to get out, but how have you changed just being in prison all these years? What's it like?
You know what? I wouldn't believe it if I wouldn't have had to come live this. I really wouldn't. It's crazy. If the general taxpayer knew what was going on in here, they would either close it all down or cut something. They'd have to cut something. This is really there's no fiction. I mean, if I'd have done something wrong, there's no fiction what I'd done wrong, because this is all about drugs and alcohol and bullshit in here.
In prison it is. Is that what you're saying?
Pardon? Yeah. It's crazy. If they think they're going to win the war on drugs out there, they need to start by trying to win the war on drugs in here.
Are drugs run on the outside from the inside?
Yes.
Ooh,
okay, and what are the names and addresses of the guards who let the drugs come in?
No, the names and addresses of the bad guys too.
There are people who just want to stay in prison, right? Because they get drugs, three meals, and then they get to go run around and lift weights. Is that some people kind of like prison because of this?
A lot of them are what do you call it?
Lifers?
Conform to this lifestyle? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's sort of a structured life that is, when you get on the outside, that's why there's a lot of mental instability out in the real world more and more every day, because it's just so hard to function in a regular society. But there you got walls, you got meals, you got rules, and I guess you got drugs.
And Mike Tyson said he had a blast in prison. So
it's a little different than what you would picture, at least the prison that I'm in, because the prison that I'm in, there's no doors, there's no bars. It's open dorm, like a college,
I like that floor plan.
You have movement every hour, for 10 minutes. You can go from place to place, whether it's library or rec or chow hall or whatever. But it's pretty insane, the amount of drugs. I made it 55 years without seeing heroin, K2, fentanyl, or Suboskin until I came to federal prison.
Were you tempted to get back on, or were you ever on drugs and got off? I don't remember.
That's the thing that I finally saw Tiger King for the first time about 4 months ago.
Oh, really?
You did?
Oh, it was a great show. I mean, it was riveting, right?
I was pretty disgusted with it to start with, because I was like, they made me out to be this big meth head, and I'm the only one on the show with teeth wearing clothes,
That's a good point.
That's kind of like the show that Kate McKinnon made that was Joe versus Carol. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I was aware of it. I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Was it more accurate or what, from your point of view?
They made me out to be a whole lot more gayer than I am,
So you're
a whole lot more
you're
gayer.
gay, but they made you super gay.
Yeah.
If they wanted to make money, they would have casted David to play me, because that guy that played me went way over the top, man.
Listen, I can do super gay. Just give me some notes.
It was before they actually came out with that, they were going to cast Nicolas Cage, and I was like, no, Nicolas Cage is too dry. I said, come on. I said, you wanna have a real show, you gotta cast David Spade to play Joe Dirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How
Right.
about this? Here's my audition. Fuck you, Carol Baskin, you bitch.
I say you got it. I say we got a Joe Exotic. We have to make a third movie.
At least a callback.
Literally have that down. So I have 3 movie offers right now, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to make it out of here either with a pardon or on appeal this year, one or the other. So when we do this new show, we have got to team up. It'll be a classic.
Ah, shit. Yeah. You have more movies than me and Dana do, and you're in jail. You've got 3 going.
There you go. Yeah. What an agent.
Who's your agent? What about, you can't ask Trump, but did some of your team, or was that someone else not involved with you asking for a pardon?
Federal prison.
I can't ask Trump what?
Oh, for a pardon, or did some other people try to sort of help with that?
Well, my people are allowed to record phone calls, so I've made some pleas myself, and then Jerry Jones's lawyer, the owner of the Cowboys, has done a press conference and made a plea to him. I've got an active clemency application, in the White House now. And then the good thing is, Enrique, I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right, but he's pretty cool. He's the leader of the Proud Boys. He's gonna be in Mar-a-Lago Saturday, and he's going to talk to him about a pardon.
Okay, that's that sounds.
I don't know if that's
sounds like a Saturday Night Live sketch about Trump.
What did you? By the way, who was the last person? We talked to some people from Tiger King. I did before. I couldn't get to you, but when I was on my old show, Lights Out, and when was the last person to see you? Did anyone come in to visit you, or do you still stay in touch?
You know what's crazy is the only person that has even checked on me was John Rinke, the guy with no legs, the old manager. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He checks on me pretty regularly, but other than that, nobody has even concerned themselves whether I'm dead or alive.
If Carol Baskin came to visit you and you were across the glass, what do you think that conversation would go like?
If Carol had a conversation?
Yeah, she came to visit you in prison, and you two were talking. What would it be like? Weird or?
The crazy part is me and Carol really didn't have that bad of a war going on. It was just she made money convincing people that I was an abuser because I abused baby tigers because I took them away from their mom. And I made money on my podcast, I guess you'd call it. It was actually just an online television show back then on joeexotictv.com. I made money because it was easy to make fun of her because she was just batshit crazy. And I know she killed her husband, but that's where our war started, was when I started investigating Don Lewis's disappearance. And I kind of went to shit from there. But, I could actually look Carol in the face, right to this day. And the conversation would have to be like, you might have put me in prison, but you didn't put me in a cage because I've never been in an actual jail cell. But she threw me in prison. There's 1,400 dudes in here. It's not that bad.
Well, if I go to prison, I'm going to find out how to do that. If you could go back like 7 or 8, 9 years, what would you have done different? Do you have any regrets of thinking of how you would have handled the whole situation?
I'd have never have let Jeff Lowe in my life.
Okay. He was toxic to you, or what was the problem?
Well, Jeff Lowe was the scammer. He conned his way into my zoo, claiming that he was this millionaire, had all this money. Come to find out, after he got his name on half the property, he was supposed to invest $300,000. Kelly was behind on his car payments. He didn't have anywhere to live, and then what has he got? He's pretty much selling his wife on OnlyFans to make a living now.
Oof. It's like a bad episode of Magnum PI.
it's crazy. But
Yeah. So you and Carol were sort of more like wrestling at the beginning, like, it was sort of an exaggerated version, like enemies, but you're just hyping it up for the show. And then it took a turn when it always takes a turn for the worse if somebody gets killed. And then you mentioned that, and then it ups the stakes, and now now she's really out for revenge. That's kind of it.
yeah, since the show came out, since I've been arrested, she's gotten on TMZ.
This call is from a federal prison.
Oh shit! I
And,
think I saw on Kelly Clarkson.
and
Yeah, she gets out there. You're right.
she got out there and she actually rooted for a pardon for me a couple years ago. And then, and then about 5 months ago, she put on her YouTube channel 2 videos of her right-hand girl and Alan Glover, the hitman, talking on a telephone, and where Alan admitted that he lied about it all. So she's actually put evidence out there that's on my appeal right now that actually helps prove I'm innocent. So
why did the hitman lie?
Well, he worked for Jeff for so many years, and I think Jeff has some pretty good dirt on him because he'd done all of Jeff's dirty work. And Jeff wanted my zoo so bad that I think he blackmailed Alan. According to the affidavits and the video deposition we have of Alan now, Jeff pretty much blackmailed him into doing this so Jeff could get the zoo.
So, what
Tangled
are you?
web.
Now, it said that you euthanized, I guess would be a kinder word, 5 tigers, but it was considered made Carol really mad, or what was that situation?
Okay, I euthanized 5 tigers. Okay, and where the jury didn't never get to hear and explain anything was, okay, I was licensed by the United States Department of Agriculture. Okay, and that's who allows you to have a zoo, and they're the ones who help you write your protocols. They're the ones who approve your protocols. They're the ones who approve everything you do. And my USDA inspector kept saying, Joe, you have 260 tigers. Why are you keeping these 5 alive? Because they're so old and they're crippled and they're in pain. So we came to the conclusion that we needed to go ahead and put them to sleep. Okay, there was 2 ways in the protocol to put them to sleep: by gunshot, or as long as it was done instantaneously, okay, or by injection of vet euthanize them by injection. Well, in order to have the vet euthanize them by injection, you have to tranquilize them first so she can walk in a cage without getting killed. All right? So that takes about 45 minutes, and you have to keep tranquilizing them over and over and over, and they have seizures, and they have all kinds of throwing up and everything else. So the vet just figured out that, you know what, let's just put them down with the gunshot and have it done in a half a second. So that's what we did. And we buried him. Okay, well, the inspector that told us to do that couldn't be found to subpoena her for my trial. So the jury never got to hear her, okay?
I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they didn't charge me with animal abuse or cruelty to animals or anything else. They charged me with taking 5 endangered species without a permit, because it wasn't the USDA who prosecuted me. It was a federal game warden that was working for Carol that arrested me.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like
You bitch.
They charged me with going hunting without a permit, basically.
Damn.
Ah.
Was there a plea deal at any point for less time and so forth and so on? Never a plea deal. So it was either straight guilt or innocence, and then they sentenced you to 21 years.
Oof.
Yeah.
Now, with good behavior, I've already done 7. Would you reasonably be out anyway in a couple of years, or?
If I have to do all of this, I'll be out September of 2030.
I
With
see.
gay
So
behavior?
4+ years or 5 years.
Yeah.
I see. You'll okay.
This phone beeped and it's gonna hang up any second. So
Okay.
Okay.
I've wanted for years to be able to talk to you, David. It's just you're that big of an inspiration from your movie you made, and this made my whole.
Oh, go right in the middle of his Oscar speech. God damn it.
Well, it's obviously you sound just like him, so he was enamored with you to play him in the movie. So it's very interesting, and he just really wanted to meet you. I think you're his favorite comedian.
Well, I heard a lot back then about him, and when it was going on, but there was nothing anyone could do about it. But I do think his story is very interesting. The more we hear about it, because it does sound like he was hyping it up a little bit before, and then it got very dark very fast. And I don't know what to make of it. He just on the surface, he seems like a cool dude to like.
Well, it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. So the idea was they had to prove, that he hired the hitman. I'd have to really look at the proof of that, because that was the linchpin, I think, for that. The euthanizing the tigers wouldn't have been 7 years, but a hire for murder of Carol Baskin because he believes she murdered her husband. So he was a vigilante at that point, kind of, or was he doing it? I mean, so in other words, that's the linchpin of the case. I'd have to look into it. I'm not an attorney, but
can you rep him?
Well, I wanted to announce it today that Joe Exotic has hired me to represent him in a court of law, and we'll be doing.
I didn't get to ask him. Did he gain weight? Did he lose weight? Some people go to prison. Most people get very skinny. He was very skinny anyway. Some people shockingly gain weight, and then you think, well, that might make sense because the food's so horrible.
It sounds like he says like a college dorm, and you walk around a lot. They probably are fed well. I think it's your own choice, but I have heard that drugs are rampant in prison, and a lot of people want to stay in there. Anyway, I don't know enough about the case, but he got convicted in a court of law. Now he's in prison, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's very interesting. We'll see in the YouTube comments. We'll talk more about it next week because we'll hear their questions and see. We can make from it what you can make from it. We asked some good questions.
Yeah, I talked about the killing of the tigers and, the
Carol Baskin. I thought him and Carol, it sounded like an awkward Tinder date at the beginning. You're like, what if you guys got to sit across from each other?
Yeah, what would you say?
Well, that's a good one. And also, he actually was friendlier about her than I would think, because after all this,
whatever happened, he wasn't doing, you do the impression but with a B word.
Dana Carvey, you bitch.
Carol
That's all I can do. If he comes out and does a dating show, or he and Carol Baskin live together, like, well,
I was going to pitch him Joe Exotic, naked and afraid. He's in this enclosure. It's like 3 miles across, like, some kind of, there's tigers in there. And can he survive with no weapons or anything, just with his intellect? Can he become the Tiger King?
And he gets killed.
It's just we could shoot a pilot in the prison.
Okay, we'll do a sizzle. What about? I do like all the pitches though.
I just want to talk like that. You a bitch.
Now, Carol Baskin, she came in here. I can't remember the funniness of the show, but I remember everyone was into it. The whole goddamn country was into it.
Well, it was
it's good for follow-up.
Redneck heaven. Yeah, we just wanted to follow it up. We didn't want to, take sides in any way. I was just curious, so we let our viewers decide.
Yeah, he didn't. We let YouTube comments decide, but he didn't really sound like it was the most horrible place in the world. He had a good attitude about that.
You can walk every hour. I guess there's you probably lift weights in the yard. I just know from the movies and stuff like that, but it sounds like a low security or a minimum security prison. It's not like Rikers Island. I
wonder if there was any other famous people in there, that do like these mid-level crimes where they don't really go to the hard prisons and they get sort of scamper
I think
around.
P. Diddy and Harvey Weinstein and others are kind of together at
What about
Rikers
Sam Bankman, that clown?
Yeah, they're all in
there?
Rikers Island having lunch together. How you doing, Sam?
Yeah.
What's up, P?
It's always like, there's some pretty cool people in here. And then you're like, well, those guys aren't cool.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It's so early, Dana. This
I
is why I look
know. You saw our producer's
like a
question.
pound puppy. All right, what else can we talk about, Dana? We got a lot to cover. We could talk. We're going to switch gears here.
I was just about going to say something about the astronauts until we are interrupted by.
I was saying they don't make that much up there, but we're going to find out about
Well,
that.
I say they should have a stranded addendum to their contract. Stranded.
Yeah.
And
They
then
will get it now.
They'll get $250,000 a month each for every month, because what happens is, without zero gravity that long, I'm not saying specifically their case, and I hope they end up fantastic. You get baby feet because there's no push off with gravity. So your feet turn into little rolled up soft baby feet. Your heart gets smaller,
Cute.
and I'm hoping that they can build that back up. You grow 2 to 3 inches taller.
That much?
That long in space, because your spine is never
Sign me up.
compressed. You'd come out 6'2".
Let's go.
6'2", smiling.
I'll cancel my trip to Turkey where I saw my legs off and had 4 inches.
That whole thing. You know what? I say a good pair of boots and confidence is all anybody needs.
No way.
Good pair.
It's not doing enough.
Good pair of boots.
No, I don't even wear boots. That's what I should do.
We'll talk.
Sitting like this.
We'll talk later.
But those astronauts, I heard you get taller, but these are other things I didn't know. I didn't know about the baby feet.
Baby feet, heart gets a little smaller, but they, another 6 months. I mean, it is good that Elon got up there. Now, here's, again, you guys can put your comments in. So Elon Musk says that he was ready to rescue them earlier, but it was completely the Biden administration that sort of stopped that from happening. I don't know if that's true. That's what I heard. So that's kind of interesting.
Oh, really? Let's cut to the comments.
Give us comments.
We'll read some next week. We don't read enough on the air, but we'll read some. I read them. And they're usually pretty nice, I said. They're usually pretty good. And then there's a couple get in there. Sometimes they're just attention seekers.
Well, you're going to get, I don't think anyone has ever gotten a 5-star consistently.
No.
On a podcast, because there's going to be some zeros in there. You know what? Fuck these guys, man. It's just human nature. If it's 5.0, it's fake.
Just go against the grain. But I have a question about podcasts that before we start into other stuff. And I also bought a truck over the break.
God, you can't.
Was there?
Good for you.
I cannot stop.
Can't. I actually kind of want to buy a truck because I sort of live on a farm, but we'll get to that in a sec.
I know. My buddy goes, "What are you hauling?" I go, "Mostly hats and coats."
Well, it's just, look, they did a thing, and this is not a thing I'm making up. They put a man standing next to just a regular sedan. They put the same man standing next to a pickup truck, and then they did a poll with women, and they're like 87% more attracted to the guy standing next to the pickup truck. Do the math.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Yeah.
I go and bring a trailer sometimes to get trucks. I go all over. I go on Instagram. I DM these people, these sites. Once you get on, I'm into cars, so I get like old. It's always old.
Well, what was it?
It was trucks from the 70s. These old F-250s.
I had dinner with a guy last night whose favorite car is the Camino. Or is it called El Camino from the 60s? That's sort of like the first kind of a flatbed truck, but also kind of. So those are
sedan
those,
truck,
and he collects them. There's has one 1965. Loves it.
You know who drives an El Camino?
You'll
never guess.
Juan Corona?
Marky in Busboys, my character.
Oh, see, you knew, and I knew, and I didn't know that ahead of time, folks. This is not rehearsed.
You didn't know that. That was a good.
I did not know that, but I kind of figured that you would be a Camino guy.
El Camino. I think John Stamos used to have an El Camino.
You should have. Is your character called Joe Dirt, but you never referred to it? That would have been funny.
It's funny that Joe Exotic brought up Joe Dirt, so I can see that. Busboys has some similarities that I am ready for already. It's really underdog stuff. You know what I mean? So there's themes in movies.
The greatest.
Sandler does a lot of that.
It was back in the Caddyshack days and stuff. It was called Snobs versus Slobs. And it's the blue collar people versus the elite. And Adam does that in Happy Gilmore. He's got the nemesis is all Ivy League, and Sandler's like, I don't lives in a garbage can and just hits the shit
Lives
out.
in a garbage can.
Well, it's just the crazy clothes, and he steps up to it like he's a baseball player. I mean, it's incredibly charming. And Waterboy was another brilliant example of the guy who has nothing going on, but he can tackle harder than any human.
Yeah. It's good if you're extra tough too.
Yeah.
I don't know how tough I am in Busboys, but I will say, okay. So I was telling you about a truck. Bring a trailer. I will say it's getting more complicated to buy it. It used to be click, click, buy, bing, bing. They should make it a lot easier, honestly, because people would buy more quicker.
Well, who vets?
It's still good.
Are they vetted? I mean, do you go look at them and kick the tires, so to speak? And
The problem with the new world of buying stuff is it moves quickly. Started Barrett Jackson. I used to go to that in Arizona. And then it's once a year and you walk around, you look at them. The days of actually driving to meet someone in the Safeway parking lot, and then you sit in the car and you drive it around.
Yeah.
They're not over, but it's also a little more dangerous. But you really have to know what you're doing, because most of the cars bought now are, for me, are online auction or Bring a Trailer or Barrett. And you don't sit in them and you don't drive them. And that's the two things you really need to do.
Yeah. I think
Especially
that would
when
be
you've got
very
a
important.
bad fucking neck and you sit like this. So if you do that, you need to do it. So sometimes I go sit in one of that type, so I kind of know what I'm getting and drive it. And then if I get a really good version of that kind of car, then I'll have the right kind.
And are the
hopefully.
sellers rated like a Uber driver, like trustworthy? You can look online to get that. Right.
Sometimes on Bring a Trailer, they have a comment section during the 7-day auction, and it's 90% like mechanics and car people. So they're just in there. Can you check the phalange on that and show me a close up? I think there might be something a little itchy about it. And then they really like troubleshoot it almost for you. But this is getting too boring. Other than that, I will say,
well,
I saw, go ahead. You have follow up questions?
I just wanted to say that, trucks and this and that and motorcycles, but you see a guy with a truck, it's like, okay, cool. And then it don't got no muffler. And so it just starts it up, and it feels like the car is saying, I'm a man, 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 I'm a man. And they put on Surfing USA, I'm a man, a man.
Baba Ran, I'm a man.
Yeah. If you can't start the car, it's like, I'm impotent. I can't get it up. So that's not good. You want it to...
Viagra.
What's your best
Viagra.
V8 starting up sound effect? Get on the mic.
I can do more of a jet ski.
Stop doing that.
There's water in it. Is that a bad one?
No, it's funny. That is if it triggered me.
Oh, motorcycle.
I've been doing a character called Sound Effecty.
Yes.
Walks across the grass. We've done this before.
Jesus,
opens the car door. Adjusts the rear view mirror. Starts it up. Windshield wipers with no rain.
With no rain, it's like this. You turn them off, and then about 10 minutes later, you go, oh, fuck, are these still going?
That's the fucking intermittent, man. And you're like, oh, this is good. Then it starts to pour. You go back to full tilt, and then you go down. It's a fucking brain twister. I don't need this shit.
Game. I can't win.
Here's the world's worst sound effect comedian.
Yeah. Walk
across the grass. Open the door. Adjust the rearview mirror. He's terrible. He has one effect.
That's not bad.
You're the king of that. Come on now, king. All right.
Okay, so one quick thing about podcasts. I got a new name for Gavin Newsom's.
Oh, because you know what Trump calls him.
What does he call him?
He calls it, and he says it in a throwaway. He doesn't even emphasize it. Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom is coming up.
Oh, yeah, he calls him Newsom.
Gavin Newsom.
He's got a podcast where he.
yeah.
I don't know, but
What does he do?
I guess they take calls to see how much to raise our taxes. But this is the name. Ready? And I can't believe it was right there for him. Gavin Newsom. Gavin.
I'll say here's a new nickname, almost
That's it.
like a rapper's
That's it.
name. I'm calling him the human pivot because he's come out against men playing in women's sports. It's a little shaky for a Democrat. And he's also had, I think, Charlie Kirk, which is a famous podcaster who's conservative, on his show. So I'm calling him the human pivot. He's pivoting to the center for 2028. 2028, you got to get right down that middle.
So he's going to run for president? Is that the idea?
Oh my God, they all want to be president. Every single politician at one point was probably president of the senior class, and then they want to be
a power position. Jesus!
But once you go in the Oval Office with the president, you go, really? This numbskull this knucklehead is the president, no matter who it is. You meet Biden. I'm going to meet the president of the United States. Mommy, he's not like I thought he'd be.
All right, let's get to the big stories of the day.
Okay.
Keep doing Biden. We'll get to the big stories.
I'm being serious. Okay, big stories. Here we go.
Wait. Oh, Starbucks ordered to pay. This drives me crazy. I saw this story. $50 million to a guy burned by hot tea. Now, if it burns your wiener, I'm all in. But it always feels excessive because let's say at the drive-through window, the girl gives it to him and it spills. If it is not your wiener, I have a very, very strong stance.
Mm-hmm.
If it's your legs, third-degree burns. How many people would take third-degree burns on their legs or $1 million? I bet almost everyone would take. No, not everyone.
Yeah.
But a lot of people take $1 million.
Right.
But 50?
That I would say it was right. The face is melted and then it matriculates to, as you call it, the wiener.
Peeling skin off, screaming.
Yeah.
And maybe crash your car.
And do they really get 50 million? Isn't it kind of like a thing? And then
look at the bottom.
Well,
they ordered to pay $50 million. I don't know. I mean,
it seems like
in order to pay $50 million in a burn injury case out of LA County. The jury delivered that verdict against
She's
Starbucks
very serious.
for an
She looks like Julie
incident that
Bowen.
happened in February of
here we are.
2020. Video shows an employee handing an array of hot drinks, including hot tea, at the drive-thru, but a cup was unsecured and it then fell into the lap of the plaintiff, Michael Garcia. He suffered third-degree burns to his genitals. The jury found Starbucks liable for his injuries. Starbucks issued a statement disagreeing with the jury's
decision. Once you get the
genitals, and says
the
it
grossest
plans to
word.
appeal.
Well, were they curable? I mean, grafting. Let's get deep into this. Could they have made everything all good again down there?
People will still do it. Take away my genitals. I'm not using them anymore. Take away and give me $3 million. How much for your genitals?
I know. Then you go, what would blow for your genitals? It's hard not to sound drunk saying the word genitals. Your Honor, I just want to say to the court that is genitals. Have you been drinking, sir? You sound like you're drunk.
It is a sexy word. I like when girls go, let's see them genitals. And I go,
You have instead of fantastic, you have a testicular imagination.
It's testicular.
It's a testicular.
Let's see. Another thing I have, Dana, I have a lot to say about this. The poor girl I just saw, I thought the guy wasn't close enough to the window. I'm going to play it again like this is a Zapruder film.
So he had to do a big,
because he also made a stipulation that from now on they offered him $30 million, and he said no. He said, I'll take 30 as a settlement if they make every employee screw on the cup or make a new way to do it for the tops to make them secure.
Right.
And they said no. And so they risked it, but they had to pay 50. But watch this poor girl trying to bust her hump, make her living.
Yeah, he's
working hard. Look how far that car is.
Burns to his genitals.
Or am I crazy?
Starbucks liable for his
injuries. It looked from our angle a bit far.
Like, look how far she's full plank, sticking her arm out.
Genitals. The jury, Michael Garcia, he suffered.
The thing they don't tell you is that
genitals.
Something like this happened.
Genitals.
47 times a day at Starbucks worldwide. So they're paying 50 million a day, and that's why the stock market is being cruel to them. Here's my thing that I always ask. What would blow the jury away? Did they get in there and some guy goes, fuck Starbucks. I say we give them 80 million. And they're like, are you nuts? 80? I say we give 60. That's insane. Finally, they get to the guy going, how about 50? That's more like it. That's a nice.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking. That's reasonable.
Yeah, his head's screwed on. This is 50 feels good. I know Starbucks is rich. Okay. But that poor girl's going to get fired. Those jobs are tough too, by the way. Just like lining them up. Anyway, we're on this story too long.
He had third degree.
Heather's stretching, and I know when she stretches, that means next story.
When she starts doing
like
yoga. Yeah. Okay. That was 20 minutes on that one.
Oh, yoga. Look at this transition.
Oh, wow. Bill Belichick and Jordan Hudson beach day. Okay. So Bill Belichick, the famous coach, and his girlfriend, he's 73, she's 23, just have to say it. They're on their backs, both of them? No, I don't understand. Where's
in
Bill?
the second picture, he's on his back. It looks like his legs go straight all the way to the knee. It looks like a grasshopper.
He's on his back and she's sitting on his feet. Yeah.
That better not be in her genitals.
I don't know what to make of this.
No, that's on her hip bones, but it looks a little too much like, hey, Dad, put me up here. You know, what I think is I'm all for them having a slight age gap.
I don't care about it.
She's 3, he's 500. Now, that's fine. But I will say to me, he was the once absolutely no attention coach out of just regular coaches. Every press conference, moving on to Cleveland, next week, you know.
Yeah.
And she's an influencer. So we see who won in this combo.
He was called the Grumpy Lobster Man because he wore this cutoff sweatshirt when he was a coach.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
A man of few words. Sleeve. And now he's got this high-flying, sexually charged influencer.
Oh, sexually charged.
She weighs probably 115 pounds, so he can at least squat that. It's a reverse squat. I find this curious. Am I disturbed?
The strongest Dana will say is curious.
I was saying I don't know what to make of him. If she's of age to consent, I don't know.
Listen, she weighs 115. Even with my Carrie Underwood legs, I could toss her across that beach in 2 seconds. I'm strong. My legs are strong.
And in the comments, they say she calls him daddy. So,
daddy, minimum. Daddy.
No granddaddy. No grandpa. No. No.
No, Heather, I'm coming back and I'm putting my hat back on.
God bless them all. All right.
My hair is not great today, Dana, and we're not going to over talk about it.
I got up at 5 a.m. to work on this, so it looks like I'm not fine. Okay.
This shit show. I like this show today. It's fun.
I don't want to be identified as being in this time and place with you. Scarlett Johansson on why she refuses to take photos with fans in public.
Now, this is a great subject because, first of all, we'll start with we all love Scarlett Johansson.
She is amazing.
Super sweet. Known her off and on over the years.
Very
always
cool.
Friendly.
Yeah. I talked to her a lot when I was in New York.
Yeah, at the 50th, she was in a sketch. It wasn't like we were in it together.
She actually came up to me at one of the parties and she just had her hair up and was dressed different. And she's smaller than you'd think because she plays, superstar heroes. And she's talking to me for 10 minutes. And then I finally went, oh, you're Scarlett Johansson. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I thought she was.
But that shows she's quite unassuming for being stunner. But she did Suddenly E-Bike, Heather, remember? Suddenly E-Bike. That was on the 50th. Mm-hmm. But the interesting big question is, what do you do with fans that want pictures? And she really, I think it's ballsy that she comes out and says she doesn't take pictures in public. Well, she'll take them, I think, on a red carpet or at an event when it's work about the movie. But she's trying to have a regular life, and this rubs people wrong, and some people it rubs right, and some people it rubs their genitals. But there's a
whole lot of rubbing going on.
Yeah. Okay, here's what else she says. I like to be in my own thoughts that have nothing to do with what other people think of me. I don't like being self-conscious. It is true, Dana, you know this. Whenever you take a picture, you go, I don't even want to say it's bad lighting. I don't even want to say I look like shit today because they always go, no, you don't. You look great. It's who cares? It's just give me that motherfucking picture. I don't care anything. I'm like, I've got blood on my face. I've got an actual live bloody nose. Just take it. It's fine.
Right.
You look great. So I was with a famous person who wouldn't take pictures.
We were
It's very
hanging
rare.
out.
No, you're very nice.
Well,
You were nice.
I'm too nice. I mean, Scarlett Johansson is different. She's a movie star. She's in Marvel movies. She's globally famous.
Yes.
And here's what I want to add to this, which I really discourage, is that now sometimes people will then just start taking video of you. You're walking down the street without permission,
and
they'll
her
make
for
a
sure.
TikTok out of it. Scarlett Johansson looks sad or whatever. So
looks sad. Why is she so bummed today? Most people are looking at paparazzi and make that face because they just realize the fun's over. There's someone following them and filming them. So they go, ooh, they weren't in a good mood today. It's like, well, yeah, they just saw you. So why are they chipper?
And the problem is that someone like that, or really big famous people, obviously Brad Pitt or whatever, they start doing that. They draw a crowd and then they may be there for an hour. It's literally logistically impossible. The thing that I would do, and maybe people do it and we don't know, but you can get a prosthetic nose, which changes a face so radically that just sort of almost just goes right on like that and walk around invisible. And I bet people do that.
Sure.
And they run.
And you don't know it.
And then you don't know it. They walk amongst us. So.
Heather, the place where I get my prosthetic wieners, will you see if they have noses? Thanks. On it. Dana, also, she's very pretty. And she's always getting attention for being pretty anyway. Like Zendaya. You add in famous and it's too much.
I do think
chaos.
that men on the horny, inappropriate side, the predatory side, obviously it's bigger than women being predatory the other way, although it happens. I mean, I often thought that why do women chase pop stars? Like the Beatles used to get 300 women chasing them, but if they'd stopped and turned around, the women would have stopped. But so women have a different kind of lane for what we call creeps.
Sure.
And she's
exponentially worse.
Especially you're playing. She plays leading actress, the very attractive femme fatale in the movie, and this can get people crazy. So I have a lot of empathy. They just want to be artists. They did not plan on what was going to happen, and just try to respect them. When I was a kid, when I first saw a famous person, I didn't go up to him. I could just tell. I saw Michael Landon from Bonanza in a restaurant. And I got, no, I'm not going to go over. You can just sort of tell they'd rather be left alone.
My first instinct was, you owe me. You owe me.
I know.
And then I go and rub their genitals. When we were in Fantasy Springs, Dana, you were remember we went to dinner? We get a lot of, that was our own fault. We ate at, when you work at the same place where you're doing a show, it draws attention.
I never do that.
We ate there.
I have to say, I don't really have a face, and I've told people this before. It's very benign. If I'm like this and I change my lower jaw to Mickey Rourke, no one sees me, so I can walk around. But with David, with the trucker hat, what's up, everybody? It's like walking around Disneyland with a guy dressed as Mickey Mouse. I mean, everyone, you are famous, but you're very nice to your fans. You're casual.
We were nice in the airport. We're nice to everybody.
Yeah.
But I was saying, we were taking so many pictures. The funniest thing is at dinner, I never do this. I don't want to bring any attention to you, but can I climb on your shoulders? Just for 1 second.
It is funny when you're in mid-bite. Excuse me, I hate
we
to
were like
do this. I'm like, oh.
And they're like, and then one lady was just standing there because people kept coming up. One stood back. So I said, I was eating and I go, are you bringing us backstage? I go, we're almost done. We're going to pay up. And she's like, okay. And then when I went over to her, she goes, can I get a picture? I go, don't you work here? And she goes, Well, like, why are you standing?
I had a big bowl of spaghetti and meatballs with extra sauce, and I hate to do this, so I just dove my face into the spaghetti and meatballs, and I turned, and it was just dripping off my face. She goes, you're not Dana Garfo. So
yeah, you're Carrie from the movie.
Look up Master Disguise. And one of the first scenes where my character Pistachio spills spaghetti and meatballs on the people all over their faces, and they're frozen like cartoon characters.
We never show clips.
If we could show a clip, that'd be awesome.
No, we can't. I couldn't.
My own movie.
Today. All right, one more.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. We're doing good.
It's amazing.
Okay. Play this.
Everyone on Earth peed into the Grand Canyon. You might think it would fill up in less than...
if.
The Grand Canyon can hold about 1.2 quadrillion gallons, and the average person pees about half a gallon a day. So if all 8 billion people peed at the same time, they'd only add about 4 billion gallons of pee. At that rate,
everyone
it would take over
peed,
800,000 years.
Everyone on Earth is peeing in the Grand Canyon for 800,000 years to fill it up.
I would have bet the under. Wow.
That is one big canyon. I'll tell you that.
I like how it just starts as peeing in the Grand Canyon. And I went, what's the story? I guess it's if everyone peed.
This is what Elon Musk is trying to stop. It was $2 billion to these scientists to figure out if everyone on Earth peed. It took them 7 years to get the number, 800,000 years.
Just to be on one TikTok where
you had a study where you said it would take the entire Earth 800,000 years to fill up the Grand Canyon. You got paid to figure that out. Your words, not mine.
And you're mad we're cutting that out of the budget?
What else are you working on? What's the next one? If everyone pooed in the Mississippi River, it would take 2 million years to fill it up with poo and feces. Now, can we have $1 billion for our study?
Yeah. And let me get my puke bucket.
If everybody puked into the Grand Canyon, we don't know the answer, but could we get $500,000?
Your words, not mine.
Your words, not mine. Your pee, not theirs.
Your study. Is that where all the money is going? That Doge is trying to get?
I don't know. I'm Doja myself,
I guess we end on that little fizzler, but
I think so. That was a fizzy fizzle, but Joe Dirt 2 3
Joe Exotic. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, we had Joe Exotic on. If you just click toward the end, so you can hear more ads.
Yeah, if you want the ads.
Hey man, it's called a post roll. I don't think we have a post roll. We just say goodnight, Cleveland. But so he fanned out on David. This should be in the introduction, but that was kind of fun. He really is a fan of yours.
I did like hearing about that during one of the few
fun
things.
It was
about
a 15-minute interview. We couldn't see him from some federal penitentiary.
We tried to get video for people asking. We tried to get video, and they said no. So,
and we heard someone behind him go, "Can I get the phone? I just want to call my mother."
I wanted to ask him, is he always nervous of getting beat up or something? I would be worried, like someone's out to get you.
Oh, definitely. We have to create alliances. You have to get the
biggest. Does he have a boyfriend? We didn't ask any of this stuff.
I know. Well, yeah.
We're the worst.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, always next time.
There's always next time.
Thanks everybody.
Thanks everybody.
Thanks, Dana.
See you next time. And thanks for listening and watching.